This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
So can I say that I've never really gotten people that are on TikTok all day and they're just scrolling through and, they're constantly on it. We've got the people around work here that do it all the time. They're just constantly on it.
You go down a rabbit hole. And of course, it offers stuff up to you that it knows you like.
My wife's on it all the time.
Yeah.
She's mad TikToker.
I'm not that person. I've never been that person on Instagram as well. None of that. I just don't scroll. That all changed. Recently. Recently, I hit something more than I think a 17-year-old would hit TikTok, and I'm looking at it all the time, and I'm thinking about it all the time. And
RedTube, got him again.
It's a little company that people might know. TEMU.
Download the TEMU app and shop like a billionaire.
I have downloaded the TEMU
billionaires go.
I thought this was only for teenage girls.
TEMU.
No,
Sean.
it's not. It's for mums as well. Mums love a bit of TEMU action.
TEMU, it's good. And I know that there are sustainability issues and stuff like that, but I'm putting all that to the side because it's about stuff I want. So anyway, I've been adding things to my cart over and over the time.
Here's a question. So you get on TEMU and you type in anything that you might be interested in,
want,
or
Sean.
are you scrolling just
my
to find
trick
something?
now is that if I'm looking at buying something that something of a designer brand or whatever, normally here, then I will either try and Google it and then add TEMU to it, or I'll take a screenshot of it and then I'll Google image search it, put one of the keywords as TEMU, and that exact duplicate. Where actually some people are saying, because a lot of the stuff is made in China and stuff like that, these companies...
It's just excess stock
It's excess stock that basically people are just selling it on the side. So I'll Google it and then it'll show me the exact product on TEMU.
And for a better deal.
Sean.
Well, obviously.
So cheap. So look, there was this...
No, but...
There was this one.
This
sounds so stupid, right? But there was a shower squeegee, right? That I use a squeegee in my shower every time after I have a shower. I clean the glass, right? Yeah, because then if you do it every day, then you don't have to.
Oh, Nathan,
that's
worry
intense.
About doing
that's
it.
Intense.
Is that intense?
Yeah.
Don't people?
No, some people do, but I'm not one of them.
I'm just a single boy. Got no one to talk to, Sean. I'm just squeegeeing the shower. Anyway, I wanted everything to look really, really nice, right? So I went. There's a website called Design Stuff, and it's got all this designer stuff. And I found this black, really cool silicone squeegee, and I think it was like $79. And I was like, I can't spend $79 on the squeegee.
Why not get out, children?
Put it into TEMU. I got it for $6. Exactly the same.
Out of
and
town.
they arrived. Those two squeegees were amazing. But I wanted to basically do a smattering of things because I didn't trust whether it was going to be okay or not. Yeah. So I wanted to get one thing of substance that I thought, okay, this is a bit more expensive, more than I'd be comfortable spending on TEMU. It was $65.
Oh, hello. What do you get for that? A boat?
I needed a drying rack. Right?
Yeah.
So I started going down
so you mean dishes or clothes?
Clothes, because mine broke.
Yep.
Yeah, so I needed a drying rack. So I thought, okay, anyway, and I found this drying rack. It's called the Octopus drying rack. It's an Italian design from a, what's the company called? The company's called, oh, God.
Octopussy?
No, it should be. Foppa Pendritti or something like that. Anyway, they are around $500.
For a drying rack.
I got this for $65. I brought it in. Here we go. So this is my drying rack. So it is bloody awesome. So it folds down to nothing.
It does actually. Nathan's got it.
It's like a big cylindrical tube.
Yeah, it's probably what's the size of
that? It's about 60, 70 centimetres.
Yeah, and in diameter, that's what?
15
centimetres. Yep.
Yeah, Sean would say.
Yep. So basically, Sean, you just step on this. You open it up. Your poles come out.
Yeah, your poles do come out, Nate.
These are how you hang your clothes.
So the arms come out.
So the arms all come out.
So it all folds into the tube, and then you pull it out.
So for me, I haven't got a lot of space in my apartment. This is perfect. And then
you're not going to hang your sheets on it.
No,
but
there you go.
For your jocks and socks.
I got that for $65, right? And that is $500 at the shops, and it's exactly the same.
So how much lead's in it?
Oh, look. I mean, I'm sure that it's going to kill me.
It's not the lead, it's the asbestos that's made out of that could be the issue. I like it.
How cool is that? Instead of just a
So
drying
now
rack.
it looks like if you spin it around, it'd take off.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
sort of
got
like
that
a windmill.
Yeah.
sort
It
of
Looks like a
thing.
windmill,
Yeah. Or a helicopter.
So you haven't been disappointed. Are other
Sean,
people disappointed? Is
This
everybody...
is my thing. So now this is the worst thing that could have happened. It's the worst thing. Everything I bought was amazing. All of it. And I bought about 10, 15 items.
Yeah. You,
Now,
when you go,
now it's the green light. Now it is go time. Now the cart is going to come into fruition. I'm going to be doing some punishment on this thing, and I'm frightened because I
This is
feel
going
like
back to that day when you were
Natalie-
getting all this stuff delivered. Back in the day, we got stuff delivered to work. We're not allowed to do it anymore.
Yes.
But Nathan would get parcels on the daily. Like, here's a 9-pack of Screaming Monkey slingshots. That we're headed back into that era, aren't we?
I think so. But there's going to be like really good stuff they're going to use.
So Nathan's caught the TEMU bug, and there's no going back now unless you can convince him that there might be some negatives.
You are a
to
mad internet shopper because you
And-
get, I reckon.
and you fall down rabbit holes,
You
and
do,
we can't
massively.
get you back.
in my TEMU cart at the moment,
Yes.
because when I see something that I like, I
Put it
just
in the
whack
cart.
it in there. There's 150 items.
Righto, just give us the first two right now.
The first two?
Yeah.
Oh, what are the
Can you
first
see
two?
that in the cart?
I'll go back up. Oh, there is Scandinavian wall hooks.
Do you have some Scandinavian walls?
And a vintage wooden perpetual calendar. For some reason, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to get it.
No.
I'm just saying I like it and I don't want to go back and look for it. So Natalie, I had chosen something that I thought that you would love.
Here we go.
And this is a duck that holds your keys with its mouth because it's magnetic.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Nathan, do not buy that for me.
And I found a bookmark, which is
'cause
which is
I read.
yeah, it's the Wicked Witch of the West when she's been flattened by the house. So it's just her legs sticking out, and then that's a bookmark. And I thought that would be a fun little thing for you.
Nat's in Maylands. Good morning, Nat.
Hi, how you going?
Hi,
I know,
Nat.
we're worried about Nathan.
We are.
He's-
We've-
yeah.
Well,
this is
not for the first time.
My husband and I both love TEMU, and a parcel arrives all the time. We never know who it's for because every couple of days one's arriving, and they've always been fantastic, except when he thought he was getting like a crowbar type thing for work, and it arrived. It was like a little 2-inch thing that now sits on his key ring.
Yeah. See, that was the thing.
Yeah.
We had a discussion about this because a little while ago, my wife jumped on this place, and I forgot
Wish.
it now.
It was
called
Wish,
Wish,
yeah.
and she got this ottoman amongst a couple of things, and it was the size of a small dinner plate.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what? Sean's told me so many times, it's not the size of the crowbar, it's how you use it.
I have.
Now,
I
the
have.
thing is, though,
Check the
tip,
measurements,
you've got to
yes.
check the measurements.
Yes.
You've got to check the
It
measurements.
does have. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, straight away, because that story about Megan,
Yeah.
that lays in my
Sticks
head all
in
the
your
time.
brain,
Yeah, so I was
yeah.
expecting all this to be like for a dollhouse. They actually do have furniture and stuff for dollhouses that people misread and think they're
Yes.
getting like an amazing table setting,
Yeah.
and then it rocks up and it fits in the palm of their hand.
It's a trap for young
Oh,
players.
well, now he's got a good key ring anyway.
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
there you go. All right,
Nat,
thanks,
thank
Nat.
you. Crowbar.
Paula's in Banksia Grove. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Paula.
Paula.
Talk to us about your TEMU experience.
So it wasn't me, it was my husband.
Yep.
He jumped on the TEMU bandwagon and he thought he was getting a ripper deal. He ordered a dinnerware set. So he got some plates and some dinner plates, some side plates and some cups. And anyway, he thought, I've got such a deal coming. He also ordered some towels as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, they arrived and he didn't even open them. He was like, what the hell?
Sorry, wait
Anyway,
there. Your phone just started cutting out. What was that again?
Oh, he didn't even open up the box. He
Yeah.
was just like, there's no way that these are proper dinner sets.
Okay.
Anyway, he opened it up finally when I got home.
Yeah.
And he was bitterly disappointed because they turned out to just be plasticware. So it turns out...
So he thought it was going to be fine china from China.
Oh, yeah,
and it
yeah.
wasn't.
He thought he was getting such a deal. And then the towels that he also ordered, they're probably big enough to cover your left toe.
Yeah, right. So they're like hand
Right.
towels or
So
something.
this
yes.
is the thing, though. I do need to hear this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But did he not read the measurements as well? Because it's all written there. It's all written there.
No,
I think the
that's
photos
a
can
mail
be
trade,
deceiving.
isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think people just look at the photos, whereas I've got
Yes.
these warnings behind me. So, you know what? This is terrible. I have not been discouraged yet.
No, okay. All right. Thank you, Paula. 13 24 10. Have you had a bad TEMU experience? We need to give Nathan the dose of reality he needs.
Here's the other thing I found for you, Natalie.
Oh, here we go.
So
But-
this is a
What?
plant. This is a crocheted plant hanger.
Okay. We have a $150 voucher to Hillary's Beach Club, by the way.
It's like the aliens out of Sesame Street.
Oh,
Look at
they
that.
do.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's in your basket.
Yeah, for Natalie.
Oh.
But I can crochet. I could just make that myself.
No, you don't have to.
I wouldn't. Well, we call this guy TEMU. Hello, Tim.
That was clever.
Thanks,
Don't do it,
Tim.
Nathan.
Thanks.
Don't do it.
Okay, so
so-
talk to us. Why not?
What happens?
So it was literally only just a couple of weeks ago. I got absolutely TEMU'd. So look, I'll admit it. I'm a bit of a plane nerd, so I like to collect my models.
Yeah.
So you can get this cool little, metal kind of plane models and all the rest of it. And I was like, yeah, awesome. I'll get this really cool, doesn't matter which type, KLM. Anyway.
No, it doesn't matter.
Royal Dutch Airlines, I've flown them.
It does matter which
Royal
type.
Dutch, mate.
Doesn't matter which one. So anyway, so I get all these models come in. I thought, oh, that's weird. That one's missing. And then inside the box, down the bottom, was this little kind of cardboardy, or say a bit of paper, and it had like a Pikachu to kind of cut out and make yourself. And I was like, that's really strange. I didn't order that. So I kind of gave it to my daughter. I was like, go, have fun.
Yeah.
Then I realised, I look a bit further, inside the box was about 20 sheets of white paper printed out with a model of this plane that wasn't there.
Oh, wait, it was a model for a paper plane?
I had to make it. Cut it out,
It was
glue
the
it
IKEA
together.
version of a model plane.
But it wasn't like one of those cardboard ones where it's like serrated edges where you pull it out and clip it in or anything. It was literally like A4 sheets of paper that they got from Officeworks and just printed.
Whacked it
So
through
you
the
had to
Hewlett-Packard
get the
printer.
scissors and cut around as well?
How much was it? How much was it?
It was about $19.
$19 you spent on that?
You could have done that yourself, I'll
Wait,
be honest.
what was the $19 supposed to buy you? An actual model of a plane?
Yeah. My wife reacted the same way.
How many models of planes do you have, Tim?
Not many. It's a new thing.
Okay.
It all started when I bought the Concorde Lego, and then it just kind of...
It's rolled on from there. Sorry.
It's been a slippery slope there.
Let's go back to this. How much Lego do you have, Tim?
Oh, that's another story altogether. That's a lot. Not me. My wife is... She just built the almost 2 metre high Eiffel Tower. So that was
my God!
How good's that?
So you're now into model planes and your wife's into Lego.
100%, yeah.
Oh, you're my kind of couple.
Hey,
And
Tim,
but
is
the
she
kids
good?
are managing the stock portfolio, so it's fine.
Tim, is she good enough to be on Lego Masters? That'd obviously be a show that you'd be up for.
Oh, she always talks about it. She's pretty good. She can... The problem is with Lego now, it's not really a challenge. Like, she'll just sit there and bang one out in a night. And then she's like, oh, that was okay.
Wow.
That was okay.
Good
It's not
times
even a
down at your
challenge.
house, isn't it, eh?
I know.
Good on you. Thanks, Tim. Kirsten, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
All right, Kirsten. Nathan needs to hear some cautionary tales about Timo. What have you got for him?
The paper plane didn't do it. I'm still in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So my partner bought, he thought he was buying Nike and Hugo Boss like tracksuit sets, like
Yes.
jumpers and pants.
Yeah.
So, but, just didn't look closely enough at the symbols. So the Nike one's got the tick and the IKE, got no N.
So
And then the Hugo Boss
Ike.
one, it's Ike, yes. And then the Hugo Boss one is spelled BQSS.
No trademark on that.
It's like they sent me the wrong things, and I'm like, hey,
No.
maybe go back and have a look at the actual pictures.
Yeah. No, they
And
sent me
sure
the wrong
enough-
things. No, it was $4. They sent you the right thing.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, Kirsten, is the quality of the stuff good? Or is it just...
It's smaller than he thought, but it's nice and thick and warm.
Yeah, the fabric's
Quality
good.
set, fabric
Yeah,
set.
it's put together, right?
Dad was the first person in my family to jump on TEMU, which is amazing because Dad doesn't trust internet shopping. And Dad got some stuff sent over, but he ended up buying some tops for him and Mum. And the material is something that it's not far from Christmas wrapping.
Really?
Highly synthetic
highly
and, yeah.
synthetic sort of thing. Yeah. So I mean, I personally wouldn't buy clothing from there.
Yes.
So that has not persuaded me either. So this whole segment didn't do its job.
Well, that's because I think you've decided you want to be pro Timo.
No,
and that you're set
I'm
in
not
your
going to be
ways.
buying. I'm not going to be buying like knockoff Gucci and
You
stuff
say
like
that now.
I don't do that
Slippery
sort of
slope.
stuff. You know me. I'm simple. Uniqlo. Simple boy.
Yeah, have you bought any
We'll see.
Uniflow?
I haven't checked for Uniqlo though. I'll chuck it in today.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So you all want to be good employees, don't you? Because we want to keep our jobs, especially in these times.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, everything's so expensive. It'd be horrible to be unemployed.
For sure.
So this guy who reads back and forth texts from employers to employees.
I've seen the one,
Yeah. So I showcased a recent message that he got. Sean, we're going to read them out, all right?
Oh, it's a play, everybody.
It's a play, all right? So I'm going to be the employee.
And I'll be the
you
employer.
are the boss, okay? So
right.
I'm sending you a text message. Here we go. Hi, just a quick question. I seem to have been put on the late shift for every single night this week.
All right, I'm going to answer. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. I know no one wants to do that shift, and I knew you would complain the least if I gave them to you.
That doesn't make sense. Can we not just split the last shifts between the three of us like usual?
Last time I put Jamie on the late shift, that he just complained so much. Honestly, I can't be bothered to deal with that.
So I'm being punished because I don't complain as much.
That it's a compliment, mate. Like, get over it. You are way less low maintenance, which is a good thing.
This is honestly bullshit. You realise you're basically incentivising me to be more unhelpful.
That is very disappointing the way you take that, I just said.
You should see it from my side. If you make me do this, I'll quit.
Fine, I'll change it.
Now, this, under the comments, someone said, is performance punishment. So this is when someone is so easygoing,
Yes.
actually so quick and so good at their job that everything gets piled on them. They get the short end of the straw because they are the person that makes the least noise.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
I can't see how that's a compliment. Like the guy is saying...
Yeah.
The guy's saying, why do I get stuck with this, you know? Why don't we split it against us? He go, because you'll get it done. You complain
the least. Which is like us in the building. We complain the least.
One of my friends worked in a department where there were like five of them, all women, and she was the only one that didn't have kids. And she's like, I don't mind, you know, if they've got to leave early or whatever, you know, I'm happy to step in. But what happened was, whenever somebody had to leave early, she would be the one that was asked to stay late to cover for them. And that's fine if you're doing it once, but she had to do it for all of the others.
Every one of them.
So because every time they defaulted to her, you don't have kids, so you can do it. And she's like, yeah, but I don't want to do it every time. I'm happy to do it some of the time. And she's like, why can't, if one of the women that has kids has to go off and do it, one of the other women who also has kids stays behind to cover it on that occasion, and they cover for one another.
Yep.
And the boss is like, no, but they've got kids, they've got to go home. So I'm not staying behind every single time one of these other four has to do something.
That's a stitch up.
That's being punished when you're single. There's a whole other topic. Single punishment is actually worse than performance punishment. Just because you don't have someone that loves you, you don't get invited to a dinner party.
No, that's on you,
because it's
mate.
a couple's dinner party. Remember that? Anyway, we digress. We're going to go back to... Hey, Claire.
Hi, guys. How are you going?
Good, Claire.
Now, Claire, I like that you haven't used your real name, so that means you can unload. What do you want to get off your chest?
So I am designated as a payroll manager, but I also get to train all the new staff. I fix all the HR problems. I do all the finance reporting. And I'm a mum, and I go to work at 7 o'clock and I leave at 4 o'clock, but I still get all the shit done because I have deadlines to do. And then my boss wants to change my work days so that we can have Friday afternoon drinks. And I'm like, no, I don't have that in my capabilities.
Yeah.
Well, if you're getting paid for one job and you're doing everybody else's job because you're unbelievably capable, that is a difficult situation.
But then they shame you like you're not contributing to the company culture, you know, because she doesn't want to stick around for Friday. So I've got to go and pick the kids up from school.
And also, if you are shattered from doing 20 other jobs all week, you don't have it in you to put any foot forward in the world of company culture.
Yeah.
You're exhausted by the end of the week, I'm guessing. Is that right, Claire?
Claire, that's you.
She's exhausted.
She forgot the name was Claire.
I was fine. In those situations when you don't want to be there, those cultural things, you need to go in there, do a quick funnel. Everyone will go off, and then you can walk out.
A quick funnel. Sean doesn't leave home without his funnel. Just in case.
Just a quick funnel. The crowd goes wild. Harry's been a great bloke, and off you go.
Yeah.
Pick up the kids.
Mitch is in Hillary's. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Mitch.
Mitch.
Are you talking about quick funnels? You work in a bar, Mitch, is that right?
Yeah, I used to work in a bar and as a waiter. Yeah.
Yeah, it was what happened with this performance punishment?
So a place I used to work at, they were trying to hire some new managers and some new supervisors. And, you know, I'd been there for a couple of years, so I thought, all right, I'll give this a shot. When I applied to the manager on site, sort of the main manager, he said, we can't promote you because there's no one else who can do the regular job that you do.
Oh,
so,
my God.
so the company wouldn't be able to operate because we wouldn't have enough good bartenders to work.
You're so good at your job, you have to stay where you are and not progress.
Can I tell you, in several of the comments underneath this article, here's one of them, I've experienced similar things, being kept in roles because I was very good at them instead of being promoted.
That's
the best
exactly
thing that
what Mitch is
person
talking
did
about.
was to find another job because you're always going to be passed over. So what did you end up doing, Mitch?
I quit.
You quit. You quit. That's the only thing you can do.
Did you do a funnel before you walked out there, Mitch? Just a quick funnel.
Thanks, Mitch. Wade's in Mullaloo. Hello.
Hey, guys. Long time no speak. How are we doing?
Hey, Wade. All right, talk to us. What's the story?
So I was in a role as what they call like a medical company device as a trauma specialist. So what would happen is we would provide all the equipment, drills, and all sorts of stuff to put people back together when they've been in major trauma or major accidents, etc.
Yeah.
And it's an on-call role, and it's an amazing job because you get there and you see literally the surgeon put people back one piece at a time.
Jeez.
Anyway, I'd been there for 8 months and was doing the right thing, trying to create a good impression and all that sort of stuff. Got to the end of the year and they start divvying up all the public holidays for the next year.
Yep.
So they started in January, and normally what would happen is there's enough staff. Somebody would take Christmas Day, somebody would take Boxing Day, someone would take New Year's Day, New Year's Eve,
So we
etc.
just share it all out evenly. Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. So they sat around the table and said, look, the new bloke's doing all right. Maybe he can cover Christmas Day. So I picked that one, and they said, well, while you're there, you might as well do Boxing Day.
Might as well.
No.
And then I got New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and they said, hey, listen, we're in January. Let's give him Australia Day as well.
So you got none of it.
Yeah, he had to work all of it.
I know, you got none of them off. You got none of it.
Wait, is it just because you were new, they just kept going with you? Didn't anyone speak up and say, oh, that's unfair?
No, because part of the role is that when they bring you into that type of environment with established, all the other reps are really established, they only bring me in because the demand's so high. So what actually happens is when I come in, I'm actually taking part of the bonus structure away from my colleague.
Yeah.
Because they can't attend all the cases when there's surgeries on all over Perth. They can't attend every one of them. So they need somebody to go in there and help out. So they said, well, yeah, the newbie can do it. And because he's taking money from us as well, let's give him the whole lot.
So that they can have their public holidays. What a stitch up. What a stitch up, Wade.
That is the worst.
I was unwell for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but I was gone by Australia Day. That was enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough too. That's extraordinary.
Yeah, Sean.
Thanks, everybody.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.